Hello children, good morning. Today we will discuss about electrolysis of molten lead bromide. In the previous video, I have told you all terminology related to the chapter electrolysis. Okay, now let us start some examples of electrolysis, and which include first one is electrolysis of molten lead bromide. Okay, how electrolysis of lead bromide takes place. So let us start. Okay, if we talk about molten electrolysis of molten lead bromide, so to perform this electrolysis process we have to manage apparatus, we have to set an apparatus as I have represented in the diagram. I hope it is visible to you all. Okay, we will take electrolyte will be molten lead bromide, right? Then after temperature we have to maintain, temperature will be above 380 degrees Celsius. Okay, the melting point of PbBr2 is maintained by continuous heating of molten lead bromide by a burner. We will use electrolytic cell which will be made of silica. Okay, electrolytic cell will be crucible made of silica. Crucible means a container made of silica. Electrode will be of graphite plate which are inert. Electrode will be in the form of graphite plate which is inert. Okay, they are connected by copper wires to the 2 inch of battery. Okay, so let us start how process takes place. Okay, so to perform electrolysis of molten lead bromide, we will take electrolyte. The way how to write, okay, try to understand is, first of all we will write electrolyte used. Okay, so here electrolyte will be molten lead bromide. You will write molten lead bromide. Lead bromide means PbBr2, right? Electrolyte molten lead bromide, clear? Temperature, what temperature you have to maintain to perform the electrolysis of lead bromide? So here you will write temperature will be of 380 degrees Celsius, above 380 degrees Celsius, so that it can fuse lead bromide salt, right? Electrolytic cell used in this process will be crucible. Electrolytic cell, crucible made of silica. We will use crucible made of silica, right? Electrode we will use, let us see what electrode we will use. Electrode will be of graphite rod. We will use graphite rod as electrode, right? So as you will supply electric current, here you can see this graphite rod is used as a, here you can see graphite rod is used as a electrode, and these two rods are associated with the terminal of battery, positive and negative terminal. As you will pass electric current, okay, the positive and negative ions will start moving here and there. First of all, when you will pass electric current, lead bromide will dissociate into Pb2 plus and Br minus ions. Okay, so when electric current will be passed, PbBr2 will break down into Pb2 plus and Br minus. They take immediately action to move here and there. Okay, Pb2 plus will migrate toward negative electrode, that is cathode, while Br minus will move toward positive electrode, that is anode. We all know the function of positive and negative electrode. When Pb2 plus will migrate toward negative electrode, we all know negative electrode is electron rich electrode. Electron rich electrode. Pb2 plus means 2 electrons are required so that Pb can become neutral lead. So at cathode, when Pb2 plus will arrive, it will gain 2 electron to perform the process of reduction, right, and will convert into Pb neutral metal. Okay, then after, when Br minus will migrate toward anode, that is positively charged electrode. Okay, already Br minus is electron rich, and we all know anode is electron deficient electrode. So Br minus ion will lose 1 electron to form Br neutral. Br neutral, right? In this way they both will get discharged at the respective electrode. Okay, so let us see how dissociation takes place. Okay, so we understood electrolyte will be molten lead bromide, temperature above 380 degrees Celsius we have to maintain so that lead bromide can be melted. Electrolytic cell will be crucible made of silica, and electrode will be of graphite rod. Graphite rod, right? Okay, so let us see after that what happens. Okay, now electrode reaction will takes place. As you will pass electric current, electrode reaction will takes place. Electrode reaction. Okay, so PbBr2 will dissociate. PbBr2 will dissociate into Pb2 plus and 2Br minus. 2Br minus, right? So now see what kind of ions are present into the electrolytic solution. Now let us put the heading ions present. Ions present. So we have, after electrode reaction, after dissociation, you can see we have two type of ion, Pb2 plus and Br minus. So we have Pb2 plus ion and Br minus ion. Br minus ion. You can see lead ion and bromide ions we have into the electrolytic solution. Okay, so let's see what happened after that. Okay, now these ions will start moving, as I have already told you all. They will migrate toward opposite charge electrode. So let's see reaction at cathode. Reaction at cathode. At cathode, Pb2 plus ion will migrate because cathode is negatively charged ion. So it is very clear that positive charge ion will come toward cathode. So Pb2 plus ion will migrate at cathode. Pb2 plus is electron deficient and cathode is electron efficient electrode, having electron rich electrode, you can say. Cathode is electron rich and ion Pb2 plus is electron deficient. So here cathode will provide 2 electron to Pb2 plus so that it can become neutral. So Pb2 plus will gain 2 electron to form Pb metal, which is a gray color. Okay, this is a grayish white metal, you can see grayish white color. Grayish white color. Right, now Pb will deposit at cathode. You can see grayish white metal, lead is formed on the cathode. Right, after that now Br minus will migrate. Br minus will migrate at anode. Okay, so you can see here now reaction at anode. Reaction at anode. Okay, so Br minus or bromide ion will migrate toward anode. At anode, Br, or you can say bromide, will undergo oxidation by loss of electron. Anode is electron deficient electrode, while Br minus is electron rich, having excess electron. Here Br minus will lose 1 electron to form bromine neutral element, neutral atom. Okay, this is called as primary reaction. Okay, now Br we all know cannot exist independently. That's why it always exists in diatomic form. That's why in another step Br will combine with another Br to form Br2 molecule. This is called as secondary reaction. Okay, in this way, at anode anode, dark reddish brown fumes of bromine evolve. So here dark reddish brown fumes of bromine evolve. Okay, in this way electrolysis of lead bromide takes place. I hope you people understood. Okay, once we will revise. So let us start how it takes place. Okay, see, if you talk about electrolysis of molten lead bromide, first of all you have to set an apparatus as I have shown into the diagram. Okay, you will take crucible. In the crucible, electrolytes will be filled. Okay, and into this electrode will be immersed. Here I have represented electrode are immersed. Okay, now after that electrode will be connected with the potential, or you can say battery, with the terminal of battery plus and minus. Okay, and from downside we will provide heat to the crucible so that lead bromide salt can melt. Okay, so to perform this process we have to understand in this way. Electrolyte, we have taken molten lead bromide, temperature above 380 degrees Celsius we have to maintain. Why? Sometime question is asked, give reason why temperature of above 380 degrees Celsius is maintained to perform the process of electrolysis for molten lead bromide. So your answer will be to provide temperature so that it can melt lead bromide. Temperature of 380 degrees Celsius is provided so that it can melt lead bromide. Above 380 degrees Celsius temperature, lead bromide melts. That's why temperature is kept above 380 degrees Celsius. Electrolytic cell. Okay, here we have used crucible made of silica. Sometimes question is asked, why crucible made of silica is used as a electrolytic cell in the electrolysis of molten lead bromide. Give reason. So what will be your answer? Okay, whatever I am speaking, please try to note it. Question may come in exam. Again I am repeating, question may come in exam. Give reason why crucible made of silica is used to perform electrolysis of molten lead bromide. So what will be your answer? Since silica is non-reactive. First reason, since silica is non-reactive, hence an electrolytic cell is made of silica. First reason, silica is non-reactive, that's why it is used as a crucible. It is used as an electrolytic cell. Right? It can withstand high temperature. Second reason, it can withstand high temperature and is almost a non-conductor of electricity. I have given two reasons to you all. Since silica is non-reactive, first reason, that's why it is used as an electrolytic cell in the process of electrolysis of molten lead bromide. Second reason, it can withstand high temperature and is almost non-conductor of electricity, that's why it is used. I hope you people understood. Clear? Okay, so now come at electrode reaction. Okay, if you talk about electrode reaction, as you will pass electric current, you can see in the diagram I have shown you all that electrodes are associated with battery. So as you will switch on the battery, or you can say as you will switch on the current, okay, into this electrolytic cell, immediately lead bromide will dissociate into Pb2 plus and Br minus, as I have represented into the reaction. So after dissociation we have two type of ion, Pb2 plus and Br minus. So ion present into the electrolytic solution is Pb2 plus and bromide minus. Okay, then after reaction takes place at respective electrode. Okay, as it will dissociate into Pb2 plus and Br minus, they will start moving toward opposite electrode. So Pb2 plus is positively charged ion, so it will very clear will migrate toward negatively charged electrode, that is cathode. So at cathode what reaction takes place? As Pb2 plus is positively charged, so it will arrive at cathode. And here Pb2 plus will gain electron, because we all know red cat. Always remember one trick or mnemonic I am telling you all. Red cat means reduction process takes place at cathode. We all know cathode is a electron rich electrode. So here cathode will provide electron to Pb2 plus so that it can form Pb neutral metal. So here after that the process of reduction takes place. So cathode is responsible for reduction. Always remember here trick is red cat. Cathode is responsible. Red means reduction, cat means cathode. Okay, so red cat means cathode is responsible for reduction. So after reduction Pb2 plus converted into Pb metal. So here at cathode grayish white color Pb metals will deposit. Right, now come at a reaction at anode. Okay, so anode is positively charged, very clear here. Br minus will migrate. Okay, always remember the responsibility of anode is to perform oxidation. Always remember mnemonic anox means anode, ox means oxidation. Anode is responsible for oxidation. So here Br minus is electron rich, it will lose electron to perform the process of oxidation. In this way Br neutral atom will form into the primary reaction. Br cannot exist independently in a monoatomic form, that's why it combined with another atom of Br to form a bromine molecule. This is called as a secondary reaction. So Br2 will evolve. Okay, dark reddish brown fumes of bromine. Okay, dark reddish brown fume of bromine evolve at anode. In this way electrolysis of molten lead bromide takes place. I hope you people understood. Okay, some question related to this. Always remember, give reason type of question more oftenly asked from the chapter electrolysis. So whatever possible questions can be arise from here that I told you all. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for today's class. Okay, in the next video we will discuss about electrolysis of acidified water using platinum electrodes. Okay, thank you.